All right, welcome back, everybody. For those of you, I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm sorry, I'm tired.
It's not like we haven't been doing this for a year, you know.
It's not like we've been
different
doing that.
every time. What do you mean?
I really should come up with like a set thing I say at the start, and I never do. I'm always like, oh, that would be a great idea, and then my brain is just like, yes, it would. Let's move on to a different
But
subject.
all these other things are way more important right
We'll
now.
do it next
Yeah.
week.
I'll do it. Yeah, exactly. But no, so welcome
But my
back.
Warhammer stuff.
That does also happen. Yeah.
Warhammer campaign.
I am planning. Okay, no, we can't get into that now because I can talk for the next 2 hours about what me and my buddy have cooking. We've essentially, we've made like a top-down version, like Risk, where you're moving plot pieces around a big army board. But then instead of just being like, oh, I have 1 power and you have 2 power, so I win, it's like you play the actual battles when they happen out, and it's gonna be great if we can make it work. That's not the point, though. Welcome back, everybody. If anybody's joining us who's not among the people in my Discord, welcome as well. So, when last we left off, you all had made your rounds in this, the Monastery of the Silver Dragons, met some folks, learned some new information, and had been not hostile, but sort of cautiously shown around the place, and have now settled down for the night. Oh yeah, also some pranks have happened. That's something that will be happening as well. So, shenanigans, yes. So, you guys all wake up, the dome fizzling out of existence, to a brand new morning. So,
Stormy
you
gets
guys
rid
got-
of his level of exhaustion that he had from going down for the first time finally.
Hey,
Hey, free and clear.
all right.
Time to get you more exhaustion.
No.
Wait, wouldn't that have happened days ago?
Oh, you're right. You're right. We have had a long rest since then. Never mind.
Okay.
Couple.
Yeah,
Either way.
I was about to say, okay. I remember that happening earlier. I thought I was going insane for a second. So, what are you guys up to as you wake up in this larger room?
I think I'm more or less just trying to like orient myself, you know, check on everything, make sure. I don't know, because they haven't really been hostile towards us, so I would just see if anybody was watching us, anything's missing, maybe.
Roll a quick perception check.
That is a 22.
Nothing seems to be missing. There's no windows in this particular room, and as you look around, nothing's missing. Everything seems to be in the right spots.
Okay.
What's everybody else got? What you guys doing?
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't have anything specific.
I don't have it yet.
And we can't leave, so
I mean, why can't we leave?
Because
we
they
were
said don't
fine.
leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They told us.
Oh, it's like don't
Remember,
leave.
remember the big
we-
dragon that was like
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know,
We can
implied
leave
that
the room.
you know.
We
We
have
can, I
the
mean, we
room,
can explore
so-
this area. There's just 2 areas we can't go to.
And
Didn't
then
we
the
have,
outside world. That's
Yeah, that as well. We can't go through the main door. And we can't go into the egg room or the other room. Which name I don't remember.
Wasn't there a
Yeah,
quest? we
pretty
had
much
from
anywhere they
them
don't
as
want
well?
us.
If it's
I
locked,
thought
don't go in.
I thought we had a quest where we could like go somewhere.
Not that I know of. Or
There was.
I
There
don't know.
was
Let me check my
a-
quest log. Let me.
Yeah. No, there was a. There was a talk of something that you guys could help with or do for him.
Yeah, that was it.
Yes.
That was something that was discussed, but no
Okay.
details have been.
Well,
No-
do you
no
guys want to go
details.
find out how to earn our keep while we're here?
Yeah. I mean, why not? Really? Let's just. If we got to sit here and just wait for this dragon to get back here, at least let's figure out something to do. I tried my best trying to find something interesting, like see if they had any interesting texts in there in that library they got. But for the most part, it was just like it wasn't anything helpful. Like I thought they might have some like secret dragon information. I even like got ready that draconic journal I got to like cross-reference back and forth, see if there was anything we could help in case there was anything that we had to like fight the dragon or anything later. But even then, there was nothing. It's
No more dragons, please.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't
Well,
want to
we're-
fight the dragon.
Yeah,
At all.
That is last on the list. That is
Last on the list.
on-
But I mean, listen, you saw the look in its eyes when we mentioned Mycelio. That was one bad word again from like absolute terror, destruction, and a big fucking problem. So
Yeah. And you guys knew this guy.
Yeah. How do you meet someone who managed to piss off a dragon?
I don't know. He said he was from here. Well, not here, but like from a monastery, and like.
Also, we didn't
Oh.
meet him after he pissed off a dragon. We met him and then he pissed off a dragon. So anyone can piss off a dragon. That's not difficult.
I mean, but it is a hell of an achievement.
And not be dead. I agree.
Yeah. The maintaining of the not being dead parties,
Quite impressive.
yeah. Yeah, let's go check it out. Also, Kiros.
Had it right the first time.
No, listen. Stormy, he's, for better or for worse, he's been dead. At least we can give him is just a little bit of respect. I mean,
He's been dead for better or for worse? Or for better or for worse? Wait, a new thought. He's been dead. Back to my original thought? Or...
Airtos.
Because I feel like it was for worse that he was dead. I don't know why.
Where
say
was the
for better or
comma
worse
in that
he's dead.
sentence?
I mean, all right. Listen, it makes listen. When I say the words in my head, they make sense. All right.
Oh. Okay.
Same. I have that problem as well.
You see,
I don't know about
that
the
is-
rest of y'all, but
None of us.
Heroes has been dead. Have any of the rest of y'all been dead? Guess I'll look to Ilya first.
She just kind of stares and goes, I don't know, technically.
All right, that's
Uh,
not a no. We'll
Is
circle
that
back to that
something
answer.
you can be uncertain about?
But exactly. So
I mean, I don't have a memory from. I might have. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Wow, this is remarkably not helpful for my cause.
Anyway, do
Kiros,
we want to?
just let's chill it on the pranks, all right? Maybe while we're still guests and not hated guests.
I will say after sparring with those two yesterday, they do mean business. So let's try not to upset anybody.
Oh. Boring.
Well,
Boring.
welcome to being an adventurer. Not everything is
not
sunshine and
dragonborn.
rainbows and dragon fire.
Welcome to being an adult.
That too. That
Sucks.
too.
Yeah, it does suck.
Above table, yeah, it certainly does.
Yeah.
You ain't wrong.
That's why we are playing a game right now.
Yeah.
We are playing make believe with our friends.
Oh, to be Kiros.
Virtual dress up is what we're playing.
Yep. DM, we leave the room.
Yes,
we
all
open
right.
the
So,
door.
so you guys walk out. You see, it seems like the morning is pretty dedicated to calisthenics. The non-combat type folks are walking out and are beginning to tend to the gardens and animals on the outside of the keep, with the warrior variety currently doing laps around the top of the walls. Nice jogging.
All right. I
Maybe
mean,
sprint.
I'm not. I'm not gonna try to keep up with monks. That's a bad idea.
That is.
I think
very bad idea.
Airtos and Stormy would probably be the only two that could probably keep up with them.
Yeah, mobile and yeah.
I can, with magical means I can. It's just Baron's not the
Slacker.
type of
Baron's lazy.
Baron's lazy. He's got functional athleticism. That's how he would.
Stormy looks at Varen and goes, "Do you want to race?"
No, I just had
Okay, fine.
breakfast. I'm full.
Fine, excuses, and I just walk off.
That is the exact kind of excuse I expect from Varen. I've just eaten.
But no, I had a cramp like 3 weeks ago in my calf. I can't possibly run today.
Maybe.
So yeah. You guys walk out, and seeing you hear a voice call to you, jogging down the stairs from the guard tower. You see High Priest Vadris jogging down, comes to stop in front of you, a little winded, a little sweaty, but not looking horribly out of breath or anything. She goes, good morning. The breakfast bell is not for another 30 minutes. We are almost done with the run portion. We will be doing core and crunch exercises next, if you would like to join us. If not, then we have plenty. You are always free to, I suppose, help out with some gardening, or if you have the...
Or crunch exercises? What are those?
You see
But you
somebody
see-
crunching metal off to the side.
He just goes, you see, and he kind of like lifts up his like tunic, and you see that like this is like a 0% body fat motherfucker.
He's got a vicious
And he starts
V.
like, yeah, he's got the V, he's got like a 12 pack. It looks semi-ridiculous, and he starts like pointing out muscles to Kiros. He goes, you see, these are your hip flexors, these are your this is your abdominals, these are your obliques, and this is what you can. And he starts like going into
He's
a
an anime
very
character.
elaborate.
Got it.
Yeah, pretty much. He kind of looks like that. And he starts getting into like, he's like, yeah, so this is what we do. I used to have Russia in this town. Whatever, we'll say Russia is something somewhere. These are what you use to Russian twists. They trains this muscle, and he will start going into like a detailed and elaborate, just workout plan as to how we're kind of like that, yeah. As he goes into a detailed and elaborate workout plan as to how to train each individual muscle on your core. Unless anybody stops him.
Stormy is 100% listening.
Yeah.
Gail
yeah,
looks
I'm
like she's
listening
taking
too.
notes.
Seems like a
Gail's
good-
doing little crunches as he explains to try to give herself dragon abs.
Dragon abs.
Dragon abs.
He just goes, but yes, and then we call this whole area the core, because it is what keeps you right and feeds the rest of your body and allows your shoulders and your legs to do what they are trying to do.
Heroes is interested. Gonna
And now
join.
breakfast is over because we stood here talking for too long.
No. So he looks up and he goes, if you would like to try, young fun, I mean, I can show you some basics, get you started if you would like.
Heroes will try. Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow
He will run you through a quick. It's essentially just like the world's worst hit exercise ever. It's like, all right, so first we are going to hold
So
the 1 minute
CrossFit.
plank. Yeah, essentially just CrossFit. You go from like, oh, I'm doing planks, boom, no rest, crunches, boom, no rest. Now you're doing Russian twists, boom, no rest. Now you're doing side planks, and it goes on like a rep. So after like 20 minutes, the breakfast bell goes off. He stands up and he's not even like, there's not a single ounce of breath that is left this man. He's just like, yes, that is the basics. If you do that every day, I mean, you should have a very solid core here soon.
He was actively having a conversation with someone else
Yep.
while working
Yep.
out with.
Yep, exactly. Looks up and he,
Kairos looks exhausted just from hearing the workout.
Yeah.
The very concept of it was exhausting.
Stormy pulls out an inhaler from watching.
he pats you on the shoulder, Kairos, and he just goes, tomorrow I will introduce you to puppies if you like. So, and you guys all hear ding, 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 and a big old dinner bell clangs. Meal bell rings. It is time for breakfast. Start
Breakfast?
sauntering in. You watch him get kind of hand in hand with another man, and they're just talking amongst themselves for a little bit. If you would like to, looks over at you guys once everybody starts funneling in. If you would like to participate in some work that we have, or things that adventurers are more suited for, I would be willing to. We can talk at breakfast if you require.
Because what else? I mean, besides us doing stuff like that, there was the fighting ring. You said there was.
Yep.
Also.
Yep, there is a pugilist ring.
Yeah,
Specifically.
pugilist ring. Okay.
Okay. So you all see. So you all sit down. It's a fairly standard breakfast. Some porridge type stuff with some slabs of some sort of meat that has been cooked fairly well. Not tasty necessarily, kind of bland, but it gets the job done type of food. So you see them eating. Are you guys going to sit by yourselves, or are you going to go try to sit near Vadris?
He said he would tell us about
Yeah.
what he needs from us at breakfast,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he said come by breakfast if you like.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a safe bet to go sit by him, get some more
Yeah,
information, see what else we
Yeah.
can do.
Yeah, if he has things to tell, yeah.
All right, yeah.
Sure,
So,
We follow the quest marker over to his table.
yeah. You see, as he sits down to breakfast, you see a small exclamation point start floating above his head.
I poke it.
Oh,
But
It blows up and everybody dies.
Oh,
man.
shit.
all right, let me grab 12 d20s of damage.
I'll just get my backup character. I'm going to play a goblin called Boblin.
Oh no.
Goblin.
Goblin the Goblin. Oh,
Goblin.
God. But no,
I'm gonna
so,
play a
yeah.
fairy named Terry.
I'm gonna play the
That's-
kobold
That's
named Cobalt.
ridiculous. Okay. I'm sorry for making this joke.
Let me introduce you to the NPC Yertle the Turtle.
Okay. Oh,
I'm gonna
God.
play Kyogre the Ogre.
All right.
Nick,
I'll
Did
play
you-
Perry the Fairy.
I already said that one.
Oh,
You
damn it.
can't. I already
Terry
did it.
the Fairy too.
Oh, it's not listening.
Junior.
So many options.
Junior.
I'm
So
si-
many options, and
and
you
you
still. Oh my god.
I couldn't think of anything.
I
Come
didn't
on,
listen either.
Biting the Triton? Come on, I mean, it's like we're actually using real names. We didn't have to.
Trident.
Okay, Terry is a pretty real name. but,
Anyway,
like,
Yeah.
Well,
I was gonna spell
Fair.
it weird though. It was gonna have
Kyogre's
emblems and
a real
stuff in
name.
it.
Kyogre.
It's a Pokemon.
It's a real. Yeah, it's a Pokemon name.
Kyogre.
It counts as a name.
I was trying to
Yeah.
remember where I heard Kyogre from. I was like, that sounds really familiar. I can't place it though.
Yep, that was like my
Pokemon.
childhood right
It
there.
was either Pokemon or the Bible. So
But Chuck
Same
the
difference.
monk. Is Chunk
True.
the monk?
Chunk the Monk. I mean, that's a class, not a race, but we'll let it slide.
Yeah, it's better. It's so
yeah.
you don't have to rhyme it with a class or a race. Anyway,
Anyways, yeah. So he waves over. You see that same guy he was talking to earlier. He goes, come on, sit down. There's extra food for you if you like. This is Ulrich. He's my husband. Guy looks up and
Hello?
goes,
just
Hello.
wave.
kind of gives you an awkward wave back. He usually lets me do most of the talking. So, you are interested in doing things for us, earning your keep here, possibly trust.
Of course.
I'd like to hear out what you have for us before anything.
Yeah.
but-
Oh, but of course, I would not expect you to commit to any things that I would not tell you about beforehand. So, sorry, excuse me. So, we have been hearing rumors and reports that some of these mutated beasts that attacked our conclave have been sighted in our mountains, in one valley in particular. However, every time that we go and find them. Granted, we do most of our work better, I would say, using more stealthy or less directly confrontational methods. It is a bit of a distance, so we are not able to, in order to keep a full defensive posture here, we are not able to stay out for extended periods of time. But considering what these things have done to us and to our peoples, we would, I think we would consider it very helpful if you could perhaps take care of them for us. It's entirely up to you. There are also more mundane things to be done, but that is...
Now, a quick question regarding the beasts, whatever they are.
What are they?
Are they those dog things that we described to you earlier?
Unfortunately not. This one was apparently one of the bears that showed up.
Now, question, Traveler, do we know, have we fought one of these bears?
Nope.
Okay, just making sure.
Sure, we could take it.
Yeah. Info.
Love the specificity.
Wait, what?
All right.
So where are these bears? Multiple bears?
Well, we think it is just fun, but we are not entirely sure, as, like I said, other than sightings from dragons passing overhead, we have not been able to locate them personally, I would say. I guess. Just brief glimpses. However, dragons do have rather good eyesight, so we can trust that it is at least mostly accurate. It is about 2 days' ride on Drakeback, to the north. We would allow you to take some of our tamer drakes that would permit a non-bonded rider, if you would like, and
It's a ride
you don't get to
dragons.
you don't get to drive, Varen.
What?
he just looks. He
Wait.
says, well, there's a very big, large difference between drakes and dragons. Dragons are
Oh,
fiercely
yes.
intelligent, magical creatures. Drakes are, while very much fierce,
Of course. It's
much lower on the scale of intelligence. They don't get out large. It is a very big difference. Still revered. They are
yes,
still our companions. But
yes,
not...
and I mean no disrespect. It's just like it's just the idea is yes, please.
I see.
Yes.
It is still, as I have been told, it is said in your country, quite cool.
Yes. I am yes, I would yes, I think
May
some
we
of us
please
could-
ride on your dragons?
Drakes.
As your friend here may say, saddle up, partner.
No.
What?
See, that's
No?
wrong. Nah, see,
No.
here's the difference. That's like out east Texas. It's not a big deal.
What's
Texas.
Nah, don't
Where's
worry about
Texas
it.
from? I've never heard of it.
Of
Texas.
course, no, it'd be yeah. I understand what you mean. Of course.
Yes. If you could get up this Ignis, he is our map maker, cartographer, and one of our chief scholars here. He can get you a map of the areas that you would need to go to. Your weapons will be returned to you at the gates. Would you permit somebody to go with you just to ensure that you do not run off, or at least be able to come back and tell us if you do?
I
Of
didn't even
course.
know we would have an option. I assumed That would be
Yeah.
required.
I mean,
Oh,
I-
you wouldn't be able. Well, we wouldn't be able. If you said no, we just would not let you go, and we would have to handle it ourselves.
no, that makes
Oh, yeah,
sense.
fair.
I didn't. To be honest, I didn't think that you'd send anybody with me, but I also didn't think about running away.
Us,
I mean,
you're not going by yourself.
because I mean,
I mean, if
there's
the drake may not be a dragon, but if you tried to run off or take one of them in a different direction, odds are they would try to eat you. So I would suggest staying along the path, even this hour.
yeah, and then afterwards, like, let's say hypothetically we ran off. What? Then we'd have a dragon looking after us. There's already enough people looking for us right now. Last thing we need is a very angry dragon as well. So yeah, of course, no problem. Yeah, but sure.
Well, I'm glad you see the sense in it. So,
Well, I
Give
am
me a
going
little-
to be the sensible one.
I just look at that. Look at him.
Everyone just looks.
Not-
Gale starts
I
rolling,
squint.
laughing. Gale is laughing at you right now.
Wrath, you even looked at you when you said that.
The whole mess hall falls silent.
Like people who haven't even met you, like drop their spoons. Like,
You know,
Ain't no one believing that.
okay, yeah,
So-
roll deception with disadvantage.
okay, let's see it. All right, this is the moment for absurd dice roll.
fair.
Okay. Yeah, that's decent. Well, yeah. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it.
see, it was
was a
horrible.
Oh, it was only 23. But regardless, yeah, let's
With
get.
disadvantage?
Yeah, I rolled a 19 and a 17.
Jesus Christ.
One of those kinds of days for me.
Yeah.
Woo! I can't
No,
wait
that
to
was
die
his
this
one
combat.
good roll. That was his one good
That was
roll.
that
The
was
rest
it.
of the
Everything
night
else
is gonna
is gonna
be
be below
horrible.
10 today. Yeah. Yeah. Whenever y'all are ready, we'll just give us the direction and we'll go take a look.
Well, we gotta go talk to Ignis. He just told us that.
Sorry, the Drakes. It's just.
I know.
I'm
It's
excited.
okay.
You got excited. We get it.
I can't. I'm gonna ride a Drake. I know it's nothing. Listen. You're Stormy. You're jaded. Okay. You've
What?
got Gale, and I don't. I mean,
You get
Listen.
a real dragon to
Yeah.
ride.
you got Gale, and for a lot of us,
She's flexing as you say that.
no, I know Gale. I know. Look at you. You've grown some. No. See, here's the
Fat? Are you calling Gale fat?
no.
No,
I
she's
see
got that
muscle,
dragon
yeah.
ab. Remember we
Yeah,
talked
the-
about that like
yeah,
5
exactly,
minutes
the-
ago.
The dragon keg.
Oh wow.
Fucking dead. Good God.
That's why I'm gonna start calling my stomach now the dragon egg.
All right. No, it's like, listen, when you're growing up, you hear these stories about dragons and all these crazy beasts, and you're either very scared of the dragons, or the thought is, how cool would it be if you could ride a dragon? And
Mhm.
I, personally, was in the holy shit, that'd be sick. Not the, oh my goodness, there's dragons in the mountains right next to where I live. I'm gonna cower in fear. So,
So you're also dumb, is what you're telling me.
well, I.
Oh,
like
mom,
that way,
look, the
but-
dragons are attacking again. I'm gonna go watch. Like,
Well, I've never seen a dragon attack. That's one of those things. It's like, oh, they cause mass destruction. Well, yeah, I mean, you've never seen it, so it doesn't really quantify in your head. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Considering you're still seated at his table, Vad just kind of interjects. He just goes, "Well, if you grew up in the South, we don't raid nearly as much as our northern brethren. We also don't kill outsiders on sight, which is a good thing for you. I would say, at least."
See?
Pyro just looks at you with this incredulous look. He's like, I know I'm the youngest member here, probably, but that's still really stupid.
Kairos, I'm on your side. I have been recently. Don't make me swap back.
What do you mean, problem?
Don't make me dislike you. Damn it. So
Fair enough.
do we want to finish eating and then go to talk to Dude about getting a map?
Yeah, let's go talk to Ignis after we finish. Consume.
I press E on my plate
Press
to
E on your
consume.
plate. All right, yeah. So yeah, yeah, you guys get your. My mouth is way far away from my mouth. You guys eat up. It's like I said, it's bland, but it works. And then assuming you ask literally anybody, they can tell you that Ignis is down in the library.
Did I meet Ignis before
I don't
being
believe
in the
so.
library?
You met the elf. You met
I
the
met
elf, right?
Yeah.
You did not meet Ignis, no.
All right. All right. Yeah, I'll lead the way to the library because that's actually one of the few places I know where that is.
All right. Yeah, you guys head down.
Gale is on your shoulder.
Oh, hello, Gabe.
Getting a free ride.
Yeah, fair.
Well, she wants to be up front, and you said you
Ah.
were leading the way.
That's fair.
And she doesn't
So
dislike
you guys head down
so-
to the library. You see the elf is already down there, who's currently reading and scribing in a couple of tomes, one over to the other. It looks like, and you do see a large, very dark-skinned man, kind of a fuzzy hair. He's got some cornrows going on. It's all braided. It's a bunch of cornrows that then go further into one long braid that goes down his back. He's got these weird, like, it almost looks like cracks in his skin, but filling them seems to be this ever-shifting sand as he's slowly but surely, he writes down, he's constantly dusting bits of dust off of pages as he's writing. He's the only other person there, though.
Nice. I'm gonna slowly push Varen forward to speak to this man.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
You see, he kind of looks up at you, squints for a moment, pulls on some spectacles and adjusts them. Oh, hello there.
Hello. Yes.
Y'all are the new folks that everybody's been getting all up in arms about, eh?
I would assume so. I don't know if there's any new people. Are you Ignis?
Oh, that's what they call me.
That's what they. Is it not your name? You haven't.
No, that's my name, but that's just also what people call me.
Oh, all right.
I love him.
Oh, sorry, that got me. Yeah. We were supposed to be sent out to help kill some of those monstrous bear-like creatures supplied riding drakes.
Oh yeah, well I don't know who you'd have to talk to about drakes per se, but me personally, I mean you'll have to. I can get you a map easy enough. Yeah, give me just a second. Starts pulling. Walks over to one wall and pulls out a scroll and unfurls it, and you see a rather detailed map of the area. Walks over, pulls what looks to be a blank, smaller scroll, and starts, like, almost uncannily sketching over. Just a rough. It's kind of rough, but it's also weirdly good looking as he makes an entire map. It's narrow. It's not narrower. This is like a whole, like, miles wide map. He makes a very narrow one going north, ending in a small valley. And it's only like 10 minutes, and it's a very detailed map as he just sketches it down real quick. So yeah, you're gonna steer clear of here. That place right there is the lair of one of the more territorial silver dragons that hangs out around here. You're not gonna want to go too close to there. He's ever since he got into a tangle with some of the some of the white dragons up north, and did pretty well for himself. I'm told he's kind of thinks himself as a big shot now, and is a bit more aggressive than most you'll meet. Other than that, I mean, you just gotta watch out for the usual. No, you'll get manticores, some big old worms, other creepy crawlies that burrow out of the ground. The wyverns shouldn't bother you if you're riding on drakes, but that doesn't mean that they won't, especially if a matriarch is really hungry and nesting. I mean, yeah, other than that, you just got your standard, bears, giant spiders, and all that other stuff. But should be able to find him right about there. Makes a little X on the furthest north valley that he drew.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Sorry. I got hung up on something you said a little earlier. This might be a stupid question. This is the White Dragon Monastery, correct? Silver.
No, this is the
Silver.
Silver Dragon.
Silver.
Monastery.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's another dragon right around here?
Oh, sure, yeah. I mean, the dragon. Only one or two dragons stay here permanently. Mostly just the mostly just the Grandmaster and I mean her hatchlings. I mean they're a few hundred years old now, but she still mothers them a lot. The rest of them all they choose their lairs. They only really keep their eggs here because that way they can go off hunting and whatever not without having to worry about them.
Yeah.
Other than that, they have their own lairs. They do what they wish. I mean, they're dragons. They ain't puppet dogs. They don't really come when we call. Actually, well, there is one that comes when we call. He's a cool guy. He's old, so he's just kind of bored at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. Okay. Question: Will this other dragon, if we're on the drakes, they kind of like, oh, they must be from the monastery, and I'm not gonna mess with them.
I mean, as long as you don't try to enter his lair, or I don't know, do something outwardly provoking. I don't imagine he'd eat you just out of spite. That's more of a that's more of a red or a white dragon thing to do. Maybe even a blue. We're a more they tend to be more neutral. You know, they eat what they need, but y'all have too much metal to be digestible easily, and so they ain't gonna eat you for food. So yeah, I mean, they aren't one for most of the silvers aren't one for wanton destruction. I mean, he's more defensive than most. It's like I said, he's still young. He's riding high off of a victory, but I mean, I don't think he will.
Huh.
Okay. Yeah.
Not if you're riding drakes, that is.
What's the worst that can happen?
Perfect. Yeah. No, I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay. Yeah, let's do this.
Oh, we've been
You're
through
sounding
worse,
a bit.
Darren. You'll be okay.
You're sounding a bit peaked there, bud.
Well, no. So
Yeah, there's some yellow forming on the back of your neck over here.
Oh, right. Listen. Okay, listen.
Why is your back so wet?
Wow.
Stop poking. Ow, stop. Listen, okay, let's go. Yeah, let's
It's
get
actually
this started.
Gale, showing all the stuff on your back.
Ow. Stop. Gale, stop that. Okay, Leah, let's get a move on.
Well, yeah, and he just holds out the map to whoever is going to be in charge of it.
Who actually
Cyrus
has
will
the
take
best
it.
survival in the group?
Well, I mean, I have a +5.
Yeah,
Plus
actually,
7
I'm probably
from
Karis.
Airtoast.
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
I have a +6.
The
I mean, 2 rangers and a druid. I mean, if we get
Yeah.
lost, there's bigger issues right now.
Yeah.
If we get lost, there's huge issues. Jesus Christ.
I don't think we can get lost. We've got these drakes. They know which way home
Yeah.
is.
They're like trains, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Tim, you guys head back up to the surface. You walk out and you see, standing there, a young, maybe 17, 18-year-old girl, copper curly hair, braids down her back, is currently looking like she's waiting out near the main door. Looks over at you guys and just goes, "So you guys are getting drakes?"
Yes. Yes, we are.
Allegedly. We haven't seen them yet.
She goes, "All right, follow me." Fucking, they get a drink. They just got here. Why do I get it? What do I do? Fucking, fuck these guys. That's just her muttering under her breath as she starts stomping out towards the drake pens.
Stormy leans into Eratos. I like her.
I mean, I don't think we're permanently getting the drink, so I don't know if she needs to
No.
be that upset, but it's cool.
Feisty.
So she stomps
Nice
out.
if we
She
could
stops
turn
over.
the
Stomps you guys out there. There's another of the more standard peoples here. Silvery scales, weird slitted eyes, the whole shebang. Starts looking you guys up and down. Pick out, we'll say 2 big uns. Guy just goes, looks out at you guys. Yeah, okay. So together, you notice as he pulls out and will like tie their harnesses up to a little railing on the barn. Brings out these 2 massive drakes, silver scaled, 4 limbs, no wings, very powerful. They look a bit like a cross between an alligator and almost an ox. They don't have horns, but they've got very broad heads and ridges. But with still the angled, very arrowhead-like reptilian jaws.
And he described
long,
these as
sinuous
drakes,
tail.
as just straight up drakes.
Drakes, yes.
And do the
Just straight
heads
up
look
drakes.
similar to the drakes we saw in what was that place
Ooh,
called?
good question.
The
last
in
village
the
we were
drawn
in?
bow in Stoneguard.
Yeah.
Vaguely. If not the same, at very least some sort of cousin species. Yeah.
Okay, cool. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I thought these things flew. I'll say to
Me too.
Eratos, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. So as he pulls them out and starts like making sure that they're good, checking around their claws and between scales, this girl starts saddling them up, starts hooking up these very elaborate leather harnesses to their chest and forelimbs. Since you guys, all right. Once it's all set down, she'll start showing you guys how to sit without hurting yourself. All right. So here's where this goes. You strap that on. Here's where this goes. You strap that on. All right. Cool. You got it from here. Blah blah blah. Just she runs you through the basics of how do you ride these things. How do you not fall off? That kind of deal.
Cool.
I picture this whole time, like, they also gave me, like, it looks like a baby carrying harness for Gale, so she's, like, on my
Oh,
chest
sure.
in a little harness.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 100%.
It's right. It's right.
Oh, Wrathu has one, too.
Oh yeah. Well, that's
Fair.
not what I was thinking of. But I need to.
Oh, what were you thinking of?
Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna panic a little.
Secrets.
Okay. Yeah. So, you'll see. So yeah, you guys, once you get all saddled up, you start being led out by this, this this stable master starts leading you out towards the gates. You see, already saddled and ready for the journey. Oh boy, if I can find my thing. Auric.
Did we get our weapons back?
You're about to, yeah.
Okay.
You watch as Melva walks off towards the armory and starts coming back with a bundle of stuff under her arms.
As I
Very
see
clearly
her
your
walking
guys' weapons.
back, this is the I don't want to say
Yep.
the girl the girl, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Shit, they'll see me. Do it. I won't do it. Never mind.
What were you gonna do?
I
was
love
gonna
that we get
s-
this insight into your psyche of how
I
you
was gonna
psych yourself
summon the
out.
dagger, and I was gonna hide it behind me, and then ask where my dagger was, and then do like some stage magician trick, like, oh, there it is, behind your ear, pop, and then I've got the dagger.
Is this your
No.
dagger?
Yeah, that's why I didn't listen.
Is that a dagger
it.
in your pocket, or are you happy to
Do
see
it.
me?
Do it,
No.
coward.
Do it.
I am
Do
a
it,
coward. No, the last
I'm gonna
time-
step away from you before you do it, but do it, coward.
No. If you're gonna be right next to me if I do it,
I
no escape.
thought, fuck it, we ball, do it.
No.
Do it, coward.
Yes, I
No
am
balls.
coward. All right, Traveler, we're continuing.
Okay. So she will start handing you off all of your weapons and items, and once it's all set. She'll look up at you guys and just go, "Welp, I'd say don't die, but I only hope that for most of you. Have a good
Wow.
time, at least."
That's, I
And
mean,
just John does her
Can I-
weird little
can I
like
try
half
and-
skip.
Insight her as to who she wants to die.
Sure, roll
Or
an
if she
insight
doesn't
check.
care.
do you really need to? I'm gonna roll it too.
It's me.
I'm
It's
just
Stormy.
curious.
She's jealous I have
I'm
Gale.
curious as well.
I don't think it's either of those two options.
23, Traveler.
18.
23 as well.
Okay. Okay. So you, I'll hit up you, Ilya, and I'll DM you something real quick.
Okay.
I rolled a 23 as well.
Is it me?
Yeah, you're-
That's all
you're-
I can. I'm just convinced it's me.
You're not
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
At 18, I'm not sure. Oh man, it's
Be
unfortunate.
better at reading people,
One
dude.
dead.
Better at reading. Don't make me start fucking taking my build even more than I already have.
Is that even
It's
possible?
possible, but okay.
Oh, go right.
I like that we both had the same idea.
Listen, I don't appreciate that.
I don't know what to tell you.
For someone with a +1 to insight, yeah, a +1 to wisdom. Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
There may be
boy.
other things added onto that, but we don't count those things. I mean, I
Light,
count
we
those
definitely
things.
do count those things.
Yeah, I definitely do. Yes, you're correct. Okay, that's one down. 4 more to go.
All right. So, she takes off.
Well,
with
I
her
get to know with a
beard.
23.
Oh, nuts! Yeah, you rolled 23 too. Hold on.
You know what, Nick? Fuck you.
Later, he's busy right now. We're playing D&D.
Your 23 isn't worth the same as Ilya's 23.
It's
sorry.
different, yeah. Congrats,
Worse.
inflation or something.
Wow. Blame the government.
Where's?
Blame the tyranny. Oh, great. Now your rolls weren't worth as much. Oh, Lord.
Oh, your rolls are. Damn.
We got to put
Now
a tariff on the rolls.
Oh, boo.
Oh, alright.
Boo.
That
End the
is-
stream.
Great, now
that
every
is
20 is
fun.
only worth a 17.
Oh.
All right. So, oh god, what just happened?
Back on topic.
So yeah,
Da-da-da-da-da.
so yeah, he looks. He just goes. Did the thing just give you the map? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is right. I point somewhere
Yeah, who took
in
it?
that person's pockets, right there.
Walks over to, I believe, Airtos.
Sure, I'll have it.
Sure, yeah. Since I think that was what was decided. Walks over to Airtos and in Draconic asks, "Please God, tell me you speak Draconic."
Of course I speak Draconic.
Oh, thank
Actually,
you.
I
It's
will.
not very well.
He just goes, "Man, my common is terrible. Thank God."
Oh. It's all good. He speaks it too, and I'll point at Stormy.
Oh, well, that's pleasant. That'll be nice.
So yeah, if
Alright.
you don't
He
want to talk in
also-
common, you don't have to.
He also kind of speaks it, and I kind of motion towards Varen.
He speaks a little.
Yeah, so if you just throw a few swear words
little
in,
bit.
he'll definitely pick those up.
It's like a toddler. He might learn it.
Duly noted. Okay. Yeah, I haven't been up that far in a while. We usually stay pretty close because, like I said, we're more of we're more of the defensive. We're one of the more defensively minded monasteries, but I think I know the general area, so pretty sure together we can track down where we need to go.
Sweet. And are you going to be commanding the Drakes on where to go, or do they just sort of auto go?
Oh no, they'll follow One Eye here. He kind of taps his mount.
Cool. Do these ones have names too, or?
That one is Ridgetail, pointing at the one that's well. I guess there's two. How did you guys split it up? I guess if we're really going to get into this.
I'll be on one with Varen.
Okay.
And probably Kryos because he's small.
I guess the other with
Yeah,
Aerosos.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
Sure.
I feel like that's a decent split up for us also.
Okay, so
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So
Yeah, that sounds
Airtos,
good for me.
so Airtos, the one you're riding is Ridgetail. Stormy, the ones that you guys are riding is Gem Talon. I don't know. I should have
Gem
known you guys
Talon, I
would
don't
have-
know.
I should
Such
have
an
Gem
known.
Talon is
amazing
such a
name.
good name, though.
I'm
I
gonna
should-
walk over, pet the Drake, and in Draconic say, "Hi there, Ben Hallen."
What?
So close.
What? That's didn't
you-
he? What did he? What,
You
Stormy's
feel-
Stormy, what
like,
did he?
what?
And
As
what?
you're standing there, you feel a tail just hit the back of both of your heels, and then suddenly you're staring at the sky.
Ah! Fuck. Who was it? Who?
Who do you think it was?
I want to do an
don't
animal
know.
handling check to give it a
Last
thumbs
time I
up.
was outside of this place, I got pulled into the ground. I don't know what's happening.
Sure, roll a quick animal handling check.
27.
Yeah, he seems to get that you like
Props.
that. He definitely seems to get that you like that. So, with a little chuckle, he turns to you, Erdos, and just goes, "All right. Well, stay close. I don't need anybody getting lost in the fog, and I definitely don't want to have to go to look for one of you down a wormhole. So,
Wormhole?
yeah, worms. They're about,
Oh.
20, 30 feet across, make big old burrows throughout the whole
Above
mountain.
table,
range.
I was getting really confused. I'm like, what wormholes?
No.
So when he says this, Ilya just will speak up. Okay, when you say
don't
worm, do you
speak
mean like the
Draconic.
bit? Oh fuck, never mind. Never mind.
Like not space travel, right? I mean,
Base?
He means the abyss.
yeah,
or
that the abyss.
Astral sea,
No, we have
whatever.
warp drives.
Yeah,
I
anytime
mean,
you
you
travel,
guys don't
you're,
have cold fusion here. I mean,
you're moving between one space to another space, so every travel is space travel.
Let me take a look.
He looks at you all and just goes, "It's a big hole in common. Big hole left by them. Yes?
That's
Yeah.
my wiggly thing.
No, back in Draconic. I understand worm. Like a big wide smile on his face.
Looks at you and just goes, bet you do. All right.
And
He
just
doesn't
like
mean
that,
he speaks with the worms. It's fine. Yes, we'll stay close.
there's like a big wide smile. Like I get yeah, no, I understand what you're saying.
Totally. Yo comprende.
Yep.
Mi amigo.
Exactly.
Pueda
Or
hablar
favor.
Español.
Donde está la
Taquitos.
biblioteca?
¿Dónde
Tacos,
estás? La biblioteca.
lasagna.
Exactly.
Tortilla. All right.
Spaghetti. Wait.
What?
Yo quiero
Egg roll.
ver
We're just naming
tacos.
food now.
Anyways.
Is it
so-
more or less fucked up when you do it, Nick?
I think he's the only one that should do it.
I
If we're
feel
being
like
honest.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. I mean, hey. You don't know who I am. You don't know what I'm.
You don't know me.
I see a
know what I'm
picture of
about.
you on my Discord, sir.
No, I know. I am definitely not Mexican. I am very far from it. I may have some
Actually,
things that
aren't
would
you
surprise you, but I am not anywhere close. to
Very
it.
far from it.
Or
Like
Hispanic.
Canada or
Who?
South America.
No, mostly very far from it, as in mostly European with a little bit of South African, and not
Straight
the
up
good part of-
Scottish. Straight up Scottish.
Not the good part of South African, unfortunately.
Not the.
Oh right. Okay.
Well, so
anyway,
back to the
Gotta
adventure
back to
and less
imaginary
racism.
land.
sorry, yeah,
Clicky clack dice
go-
dice. Let's.
Yes, moving away from weird ancestry
Clickety-clackety.
reasons into the clickety clackety. So yeah, you guys begin moving, and you see what he's talking about, like pretty much immediately. Outside of some sort of almost supernatural clearing that surrounds this keep The fog immediately starts creeping up on you guys. Not quite. You can follow him, but you have to stay very close in order to do so. The Drake's helping immensely as they just are tearing. Goodness gracious. They are tearing up dirt as they are moving. These things run like they are angry at the ground. It is motion and I'm not sure what the other word is. Motion and aggression uncaged as they are just barely heeding the fact that you're there at all. It's very different from a horse. It doesn't ride like that. It's very odd. You guys are sore within the first half an hour.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, there he is.
Yep. I was waiting for it.
Okay.
All right.
Let me-
So yeah, you guys start making your way vaguely northwards, as you guys can see, doing your best to follow the map. Ertos, roll me a survival check at advantage because you do have help from. Now if I can, or Auric, that's what I named him. Yes.
From Ridgetail. Is there a world where I can guidance myself? For this?
Considering has a semantic component, if you want to risk letting go and still trying to ride, that is up to you.
No, that's okay.
Thank
you don't
you.
want to let go of the handle?
Oh.
Put your hands in the air?
I didn't need it. Natural 20 for a 27.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're doing
yeah.
some good rolls
Yeah.
tonight.
So you guys are making very good progress. You get a brief overview. As you guys, there's a place where there's no valleys to connect it, so you have to go up and over a ridge. And as you crest it, or it slows you guys down, and you watch as you get above the fog line, and you get on top of this ridge, and you look out, and you can see other ridges and mountain peaks kind of poking up out of the clouds, or out of the fog, with this just beautiful, it's still early-ish in the morning, so with this beautiful a little above risen sun just peeking out over it, shining a golden light on everything. Just kind of stops and he just kind of stops for a moment, takes it in, starts stroking the Drake he's riding on. This is what it means to be alive, yeah?
Whoa.
I just nod.
Nods back.
Gail has her arms out like the scene on Titanic on the little baby carrier on my chest.
Got it. Yep. Yeah, he looks at you and goes, the revered one knows what I'm talking about. Let us continue, as this is not a sightseeing trip, just something I thought you might find beautiful.
Turn to
Definitely.
me. What did he call Gale? That must have come across different in translation.
No, that one he said in common
Oh,
for everybody.
Now even your comments start to get fucked up.
it's
So-
must be the mountains.
So, you guys keep thundering along. Who wants to roll me a d20?
I will.
I'll do it. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. You have better luck than I do anyway.
Roll D20 to see.
Now
heals.
that you said that, I'm gonna roll a 1.
Roll for the dragon.
So
Roll
last
please,
time
for
I
the
rolled a
dragon.
d20, remember, I got us
14.
sent to another dimension for a minute.
Fair enough.
14.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you did. You actually, that's.
Huh.
Well, we'll see. Anyways. So yeah, you guys,
I hate it when you do that.
I hate it. Evil. Evil.
what? I hate it when I do what? I
Interesting.
never do anything. So,
This is how we die.
So, you guys keep pounding along. God damn it. The fog slowly starts to disperse and burn away the further away you get, until eventually you're back in the mountains. Clear, crisp air and a good sun. That's a rather uneventful trip north. With a natural 20 on survival, you guys stay very well on pace, very well on target. Yeah, if nothing goes horribly awry, really.
Okay.
So, as the sun is starting to get below the mountains, he slowly pulls up his Drake to a stop. Excuse me. And with word of Draconic, the other two slowly stop as well. Dismounts. I think this is where we should make camp, yes. It gets more dangerous during nighttime. Not good time to be doing the traveling.
No complaints from us. You know
We'll
the
follow
landscape
your
better than
lead.
we do. Yeah.
Not to mention, I don't think we actually have a choice either, but no complaints.
So,
I thought you said this one. In Draconic, he turns to Eratos. I thought you said this one wasn't smart. That's the smartest thing I've heard him say.
I don't. Maybe we implied that, but I've never said he wasn't smart.
we have implied it. We have very much implied it.
Everyone's implied
Yeah.
it. Everyone.
It's more
The
of an,
chat,
it's more
even
of
the
an
chat has
impulsivity,
implied it.
than it is a lack of intelligence. I'll put it that way.
Oh, yeah, we have people like that. Yeah, I think that's just everywhere. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna start setting up me. I think it's best not to sleep on the ground. Y'all know right now. I'm not sure if y'all have anything for that, but and as he begins to pull something out of a pack, I'm sleeping up in a tree.
When you say, is it because a worm might come, or
I mean, depends how light of sleepers are y'all, because usually they're drawn to vibrations in the ground. So as long as y'all aren't rolling around or jumping up and down in your sleep, you should be all right.
but okay, then we got something to.
There's
Keep
there's other things that can walk along the forest floor. There's critters. There's also, just other creepy crawly things that ooze between rocks. But hey, I'm sure y'all be fine.
Yeah, we got something for that.
Okay. Just sure. You watch as he ties essentially what is a wow, my brain is blank.
Just for my knowledge, the what is it called? The tiny hut spell. Is that unmovable, or is it very much if we were to get eaten by a giant worm, would we move? I
The
don't.
dome cannot move, but if it got swallowed, we'd have to work out the logistics of that.
I mean, if
Well-
it got swallowed, theoretically speaking, the worm would move us forcefully, and we'd go through the dome, and then it's gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is.
It
Well,
can't hit us from the outside, but if it goes underneath, it's open. So.
But then again, it also would be
grab us from
eating
there.
the dome. But the moment it moves us as well, it's kind of weird.
The
but
moment
at
I'm
the same
shoved out of
time-
it, the dome doesn't
Yeah.
exist. So if it comes from below us and it gets me, dome's gonna be gone probably,
Yeah.
like pretty much right away.
Yeah.
So
But it also would have to eat the dome. If it just ate Ilya, then yeah, we'd be fucked. But if it also ate like all of us, if it was big enough to eat the entire dome,
I'm pokey. Let it
well,
try.
the dome's not gonna move, but
yeah.
again, it's a big monster eating.
No.
if it eats us-
That's a good question.
If it eats us, the dome's
Yeah.
gonna stay there. But the moment we are forcefully moved, the dome is gonna go away, because the moment I get out of it is when it goes away.
Yeah. No, I know.
So it's gonna happen pretty much right away.
But the dome isn't to protect us from that; it's to protect us from everything else.
Yeah, it's protect literally from everything that doesn't burrow.
Yeah.
So, which traveler, speaking of dome, is exactly what I'm doing. I'm
Yep, that's-
finding
I-
a spot, I'm setting up the dome, and I'm carefully sitting
think-
down.
yeah. You watch as he sets up a hammock up in a tree and sleeps in that. Starts going to sleep in that.
I feel like
I wanna do a survival check to copy what he does.
Did
See
you
if I can
bring a
mimic it.
hammock?
Oh, is he? I thought he was using pieces of nature. Oh, okay.
No,
No,
he brought
that-
it with him.
I mean, you
Then
could try and
never
druid
fucking
craft a
mind.
hammock, I guess, if you really wanted to try. It
yeah.
would take a while.
And you are a
have
druid, you can probably
druid.
do some stuff.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
druid cantrip? I don't have that.
Sorry. Damn. My ears might have just
Stuff
been
the stuff
fucking.
then, I guess.
Damn,
A druid without druidcraft, huh?
that's
You
crazy.
could just, instead of druid crafting it, find like,
A giant leaf.
well, or like if there's some vines. I don't know if there's vines in this area, like something.
It's more of like an evergreen forest that y'all are in. So a lot
You
more
could
like
find like
pine
you could find a
boughs.
cool branch and be like, I'll lay on this.
Nah, I'll just join everyone else.
Okay.
You're
I'm
not
used
actually
to
able
it
to
at this
get
point.
it, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
Your
ouch,
bird is,
betrayed.
but weirdly enough, you aren't.
Betrayal.
I'm joking.
Yeah,
After a moment,
Gale
you-
has spread out, so there's no room.
That actually comes to a great question. When she's the
What is-
size of a horse, how does it work?
She is not in the dome.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Yeah.
She doesn't sit in the dome.
I
She's
sleep
not
on
big
her
enough.
because that would be a very safe place, I feel.
I
is-
would. Yeah, I'd.
She
say
becomes
that's
Stormy's
great.
dome
Yeah.
and protects them.
That's fair. Alright, yeah. So you guys set up your dome and get yourselves a good night's sleep. Is there any watches, or y'all just saying fuck it and going to sleep?
I-
I'm definitely keeping a watch.
Oh, you
Well,
are.
you only have to sleep
Yes,
for 4
I
hours,
always
so-
do.
Wow, come on.
And I can
Surely
do it for
things will be
literally
fine.
4 fucking hours because of how I sleep. So yeah.
I wish I could sleep only 4 hours. That would be so nice.
Yep.
Because didn't we work it out so like we slept in like weird shifts, so all
The
of us
boat-
only
boat
lost
shift?
an hour of sleep or something like
Yeah.
that?
Boat shift.
Yeah,
Yep.
we could do that. Just that way everybody gets a turn at keeping watch, and you can still get your long rest, and so can we.
Alright, yeah. Other than the snorting sounds of of the drakes nearby, it's a pretty quiet night so far. Nothing really happens.
I feel like
Sunrises.
I was gonna say I feel like the giant drakes would probably mean that we're in a pretty safe spot to be anyway.
Yeah, I mean they kind of just made their own little like nests as they crushed up pine boughs and stuff beneath their feet. So yeah. So you wake up the next day, everything looks to be as it should. You see Auric already doing some stretches and push-ups and stuff as he's down from his hammock, despite the fact that you guys kept a watch. Like, so whoever's on the last watch as he got up like an hour before everybody and was working out and such.
Yeah. Gale's working out next to him, copying what he's doing. Just
Tyros just tries, gets really exhausted. Well, actually, no, let's do an athletics check. Let's
Yeah.
see. This possibly can't be that bad. 13. I'm going to assume that means I get tired pretty damn quickly.
Pretty quick, yeah. I mean,
I
it's
follow
not
decently
necessarily
along, but
pathetic, but
Kairos-
yeah.
Gale has made a little sweatband out of a strip of cloth and has it tied around her forehead, and she's working out with him.
Eye of the Tiger is playing.
Yes. Eye
Yep.
of the Dragon, a
Eye of the
copyright-free
Dragon.
version.
Eye of the Dragon.
It's the thrill of the flight.
Alrighty.
up.
Anyway.
Anyways, so yeah, you watch as he gets done with his workout, looks over at Gale with her little sweatband, and gives her a bow, and then Draconic just says, "Revered one, you are a delight."
I try.
That's the Gale voice.
It's sometimes I forget it because it doesn't come up very often.
Yeah. So yeah,
No
So
one
he
ever
gets
asks her
done,
how she's
kinda-
doing.
to be fair, you also keep her in a backpack a lot of the time.
No, she puts herself in there. Thank you. I don't keep her anywhere.
Fair enough.
Gale goes where she pleases.
Yes,
That's
try,
also
try to
fair
tell her no.
Yeah.
You
Especially
watch
next
as he
level.
you watch as he starts wiping sweat off of himself. Eventually, puts on his normal clothes. All right, shall we continue?
Yeah.
I put Gale back in a harness and get back on the Drake.
All right. As this is the second day, everybody roll me some Constitution checks to how well you're dealing with being in
Well,
the
we
saddle.
do also have warm clothes.
No, this is from the cold weather. This is from riding something that you've never
Oh, darn.
ridden
I
before
tried.
for a long period of time.
Oh, thank God. I got a 19.
It's.
Oh, you're good.
What is that? That's 15? No, wait, what's my constitution?
Is it a saving throw or just a check? Oh,
Yeah.
it's the same modifier for me.
It's
never
a
mind.
save. It's a save.
All right, same modifier for me.
No, that's a 16.
14 for me.
Natural 1 for a 2.
Whoa.
Oh,
Wow.
On save.
Lizard folk are not meant to ride things like
Oh.
this, clearly.
Oh, thank God I rolled a 22. Holy.
Airtos, for the next day, and this is going to this is something you're gonna have to keep rolling. You are now at -5 feet to your movement speed because you're sore from the saddle.
That's fine.
Fair enough.
Oh no,
Is it-
my movement speed's now 40. Bummer.
Yeah,
no,
I
you-
was
you're-
gonna say.
That's why I was. That's why I was chuckling. You're really like the person who really cares about it the least, realistically.
Yeah.
So yeah, no. Anyways, so yeah, you guys hop back on. Then who wants to roll me a D10 or D20 for the day?
I'll do it.
I was gonna say I feel like Airto should do it since he just got
No, it's
hurt.
fine. I'm rolling the survival checks. It's fine. Someone else can roll.
Fair.
3.
If we end up fighting a dragon because of
3.
3.
oh boy.
So,
It's
and
the
then roll
third
me the
worst
survival
option.
check, Airtos.
Okay. This one had advantage again.
Yep.
Do 25.
Hell yeah.
So once again, you guys feel like you're going in the right direction. You feel pretty solid about where you're going. So, about halfway through the day.
Yeah.
You're riding. Everything's going about as smooth as can be. When you feel beneath you.
Oh no.
Drew, I hate you.
Oh no.
This is why we don't let Drew roll dice. This is why.
Okay. No, I don't panic until Owlbear changes to a battle map, and then I
No, we're
panic.
fine. We're still fine. We're not in combat yet.
The ground begins to rumble and shake.
It's purely a coincidence.
Yeah, it's an earthquake. We just have to ride it out.
It's very vague and far off, but the second that it becomes noticeable, you notice Auric immediately stops. And you see as he goes to hop off of his drake, but his form does something you guys have seen before. It becomes almost gaseous and almost like mist as he begins to drift through the air. He moves over there and in a quiet whisper says to those of you speaking Draconic, "In the trees, if you value your lives." Turns back to One Eye and immediately barks a command, and you watch as this large drake immediately begins doing its best, and a pretty damn good job, to climb itself into a tree.
Are the
I'm-
other 2 drakes gonna do that too, or
They're going to try, but they can't really do it with you on their backs.
cool?
Yeah,
Can
I
roll a
will
survival
get
check
off.
to
Tell
see if I
everyone
can
else.
realize-
Oh,
I'll
hold-
get off
hold
and
on.
guidance Ardrick.
Okay. I rolled an 18. I'm gonna take that as I noticed that a drake is trying to climb a tree, and that I should probably also get up in a tree.
Well,
An 18 on
I-
You
what?
just said it in Draconic.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
was
said
about
it
to
in Draconic,
say,
I
I think
wouldn't-
like Stormy and Airtos would have just turned around to you guys and been like, "We have to hide."
Yeah.
Right.
I will look to.
Oh, you guidance the wrong one. I have a +1 with disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna.
Well, we need to stealth or just get into a tree.
That's
He
why
said
I'm
we
gonna
yeah,
say
you-
I'm gonna pat Stormy
You
on
are
the back
going to roll some.
and say, try your best to hide and just take a bardic inspiration
Who'd you give the bardic inspiration?
to
Stormy.
Stormy.
Stormy. Okay. Yeah,
Yes,
now,
I'm
I'm-
going to-
D6, yeah.
Roll some
Okay.
stealth checks for me. However, I will say this: you can either roll, or if you have some sort of way of getting off the ground, you can have advantage on your.
Oh,
Oh. Well, let me see what I get. I got a 6 on my bardic, so that's
Oh,
really
sick.
good.
nice. All right.
And then,
Okay.
I got a nat 1 with
Boy.
disadvantage.
But
Um,
you have advantage because you were gonna use your ability to levitate.
That's what I was thinking. It would turn it into a flat roll. But
If
I've
you-
already.
But you
Can I
already
st-
said
You already rolled though.
You
Yep.
already said
Yep.
What?
I will take the nat 1. I should have.
Alrighty, I have.
The sun glistens off my armor just right and shines light into these things' faces.
Alright, I'm gonna roll for
And-
the dragon traveler.
Actually, no. So as you go to hop off of the Drake, you try to like land on your toes and be all stealthy, but you land very flat-footed, and you can feel the impact thud very hard to the ground.
Can I wild shape into a bird?
Oh.
No,
Sure, if you would like, yeah.
yeah, I'll wild shape into a bird.
Uh,
18
sure
for
there's
the
birds.
dragon traveler with the
oh wait,
guidance.
no,
So
you can't, because druids have to be a certain level before they can wild shape into
Yep.
something that can fly. and
Oh
work on
yeah,
that.
shit.
18 for
Yep.
the dragon.
Fuck.
You can turn into a spider and like latch onto a
Yeah,
tree.
can I
There's
fly
something-
on my familiar as a like small
Yeah, as a
Or
tiny
something?
creature, I'll say.
like as a small rat or
Yeah,
something?
rat.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wrath, you
You,
too.
As a
you wild shape into a rat, and your wild familiar carries you
shit.
off. Everybody else?
18
looks
for
like
the
it's got
dragon
eaten
before
by a
bonuses,
cr-
alright?
Okay. Yep.
And
Also, out of curiosity,
27
Get through the rolls
for
first.
Baron.
just out of curiosity, would hidden step have also worked?
You turn
What the-
invisible, you don't turn.
yeah.
You don't.
I think this
Yeah,
is
I
imagine it's
a
10%
seismic.
Yeah.
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 Also, Ilya got a 12.
Okay.
If I were to
Wow.
cast Pass Without Trace, would that help this at all, or no? Because it's
Well,
tremors.
I will. I'll say because it doesn't specify like it hides you physically. It doesn't say it turns you invisible. Let me double check the exact wording of the spell
Sick.
really fast, but I
37.
will say it's all right.
What it says is a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, making
Yeah.
you and your companions,
Silence.
masking you from you and your companions.
Okay,
from
yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a nat 1 is still a nat 1.
Oh yeah, it's not
We
gonna help
did
him,
still
but it's
get
gonna
it
help
up
everybody
to,
else.
What? 16, which is still pretty good, but
Yeah, but still, I mean, I feel like Stormy. I'll be fine. I'm pokey.
no, you won't be fine because we're gonna get into combat.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Let's just
I'll
see
be
what
okay.
happens.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, maybe it just needs a hug.
It might
It needs
not
a
be
hug. I'll
worm.
hug it.
It might not be
It could
a
be
worm.
it could be a worm, but spelled the other way.
Yeah, but spelled the good way.
It's an Alaskan
WIRM.
bullworm.
That'd be great.
Alaskan bolt like from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for that's really just a worm spelled the bad way, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
And anywho,
So-
Traveler, what happens?
So, yeah.
Yeah. Stormy
you all
jumps off and
scatter.
makes a racket.
As you are all are scattering,
Like
you
Mr.
notice
Leahy
as
falling down the stairs.
Yeah. What had been a very light, the T-Rex first appearing in Jurassic Park style shake, it began to vibrate more and more until you could feel the earth beneath you, almost like I'm trying to think of how. If you've ever seen, you know what happens when you vibrate sand at high frequencies and it becomes
Oh.
almost liquid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
starts to
Yeah.
get almost that way as you were
Oh.
running for cover, Stormy. And you can feel yourself almost getting bogged down as the sand not the sand, but the rocks in the ground beneath you are being rattled so quickly that they're turning liquid almost.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I was not planning on this happening, but somebody knows something. So,
Cough, Luke said.
I can't help that I have bad rolls.
This is not my fault.
No, this is my nat 1. This is
Yeah,
me hitting
this
the
is
ground. This
not
is my
my
nat
fault.
1.
A little bit of both. A little bit of
I
both.
will
It's
take
okay.
ownership of this
It
one.
was either me or Stormy who was going to be the problem here.
Yeah,
and it was
I
Stormy
know.
this time.
Better me than you.
It was pretty close,
so
but
you look ahead of you, and you see slightly above and ahead of you the gaseous form of Auric, and he looks at you, and let me double check and make sure this is indeed something that is possible.
Bring it.
Don't say this to the
I
DM
mean,
when they're-
I had an idea.
No, I'm
but it would be just a
always-
waste of a spell slot.
Don't waste spell slots just yet. It's okay.
Oh no, it wouldn't be
It's
me
okay.
wasting a spell slot. It would be Ilya wasting a spell slot.
I just want to make sure.
And I'm not going to right now.
Yeah,
or
I
else
know. I
would've
was say you
used
could
the challenge
banish
ability.
Stormy.
No, I'm
Well, if I have it prepared and I don't.
Oh, yes, of course.
Remember, that's
I
a
don't
prepared
assume
spell.
anybody has any spells ever.
Well, you can assume
I-
I have spells.
Sorry,
Speaking of
I'm
which,
just
my
trying
spell,
to-
obviously, we're traveling. This is the next day, correct?
It is also
Yes,
the
yes,
story
this
of
is
the
the
girl.
next
All
day.
right. So again, I'll have the card, and the mirror image is going to Ilya. So she has a mirror image card from my thing.
Oh, thanks, homie.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay.
Doesn't
No,
matter
yeah,
what they did.
this is something that he can do because that is also level 11. And I'm sorry,
Level
this is-
11. Hold on, what?
Oh,
Shush.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm assuming these are PC adjacent.
So- You watch as he reaches up and suddenly turns solid, clinging to a tree branch. Looks about roughly 60 feet in front of you guys. You see this silvery-ish energy beginning to glow, almost like lighting his bones from the inside. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, this loud crash and crack sound emanates from a point 60 feet off where he's pointing, throwing rubble and things everywhere. And he immediately, after doing this, gives like the stay the fuck still, stop hand to you, Stormy.
Oh, I'm froze.
Yep.
I do have one hand on my sword, or actually on my whip, just in case. And I'm kind of gonna hold an action for if it gets close to, if something comes up at me to try to take a swing at it.
So, you see as everybody freezes, and like I said, this feeling, this intense rumbling and pressure is still not quite building anymore, but it's maintaining and maintaining. And then you see at the point right out where he pointed, where there was still like shattered rock and dust all scattered in this one area, this massive purple form slowly in a small arc erupts and then dives back into the ground, engulfing the entire 20-foot area where he had just pointed. It goes
dear
for a
God.
solid like 2 or 3 minutes of length before finally you see the blunt end slithering back down, leaving 2 very fresh holes. Well, kind of 1, but kind of 2 in the dirt, leading to almost directly downwards.
Uh-huh.
yeah. You now understand why I said, what would happen if the tiny hut got eaten? Yeah, that thing is,
Yep.
mm,
No,
ah.
yeah, that's a worm. Yeah.
yeah, that's,
That's
That is
what
indeed a
Alwyn
worm.
meant when she said they're big as fuck. All right, this makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah, Stormy still hasn't moved a muscle. He's still.
So you feel the
I'm watching from the
vibrations.
air as a rat. I'm like, damn.
feel the
Message to Stormy on the bracelet. Can't you float? How the fuck did you end up like that?
I tripped. I
yeah,
tripped.
I know. Everyone heard it.
Listen,
Everything hurt it. It's a better way of putting it.
I'm just saying you decided to use your magic to help the gigantic dragon mount and not,
I gave
The
you
big
magic
heavy
too.
dude.
homie.
What do you mean?
didn't even try to help out your friends. I see
I
how it
gave
is.
you magic too. Don't you put that on me.
So you see the or more feel.
Put
the
that on me,
see.
Ricky Bobby.
Yeah.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. these vibrations slowly but surely dying and fading away. He waits until you felt the last bit of shaking. He still waits probably a solid 5 minutes before dropping to the ground.
All right.
Looks
Do I
at
need
you.
Am I stuck in the ground because you said I sunk a
No,
little bit?
you can, but it's not sunk as in like magically sunk. It just loosened up the way it was moving, and something about it was just loosening up
Oh,
the
okay.
soil, so you can just kind of yank your feet out.
Okay. Yeah, Stormy detaches himself from the ground.
He walks over to you and kind of sheepishly, just carefully, puts his hands on your shoulder to avoid spikes. I really wasn't sure that was gonna work.
Yep, that was Stormy getting off the Drake.
Yep. You said you weren't sure that was going to work. That's what he said
Yeah,
to him.
that's what he said to you in Draconic, because I don't want to do this right now.
Stormy's like, I'm glad it did. I would not want to be on the other end of that.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it would take you a while to get all the way to the other end. I mean, their digestion cycle's like
Okay.
3 or 4 weeks long.
Uh-huh.
Should we
Let's-
go, or like,
Yeah, let's keep
Uh,
moving.
is it gonna come
yes.
after us again?
I would suggest just moving slowly. It's probably off chasing something else now, probably. So moving slowly and avoiding any rapid or constant vibrations would be my
Cool.
I'm staying a rat for the time being on flying in the claws of a bird.
Okay, good note. Good note. Sorry, I have to make sure I text somebody something. That's what I'm looking
Now, if I had cast silence around Stormy, would that have prevented him from making vibrations in the ground that the purple worm could hear?
Yeah,
That's actually an interesting concept.
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, for next time.
Yeah, I mean that I can think of. Yeah, that's fair. That would be more than fair.
Well, does tremor sense constitute like having to hear it, or like, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's more of a feel-based thing, the
What
way
is
I
it?
interpret
I
tremor
mean,
sense. But
Yeah,
if,
but sound waves are still waves.
Right.
So,
And I imagine a worm type thing would have tremor sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
Well, by
the
that
question is,
logic,
does tremor
light
sense
is
work
waves.
through silence?
yeah, exactly.
Light is waves.
But silence negates thunder damage, which I feel like is similar to a vibration.
Hilarious,
So,
and it is. No, it is. That's kind of what I was. That's kind of what I was thinking. But either way,
only one way to find
Yeah.
it.
so he looks at you all and just goes, so slow and smooth will be the name of the thing after this. Yes, at least for today. Was that worm makes its way in another direction, or maybe a dragon will decide to. It is a good challenge and eat it, and we'll have to worry about it. I don't know. Okay. Let us move on, please.
Yeah, push forward, get back on the mounts.
Alright,
Onward
so
and
you
forward.
guys start pushing forward. Going not quite directly towards where you're trying to go. You're gonna move a bit more, or well, unless anybody tries to argue for that, you're gonna kind of move at a diagonal. So you're also moving away from where the worm was headed. Looked like it was vaguely headed.
Probably smarter than you.
Yeah.
So the rest of the day passes pretty uneventfully.
I think we could have taken the giant worm.
No. It would have swallowed Stormy, and it kept going for minutes, Nick. For minutes.
I'm memeing.
Okay. I was making
No.
sure.
So
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Let's fight the 20-foot diameter worm that can eat players whole. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine.
Just
As
polymorph.
I
you
mean, it's better than shooting at an island.
No, I
Very
don't
true.
think it is actually, Glenn. I think that actually shooting at an island is much better option than whatever the fuck that thing is.
Well, to be
I
fair,
might
the
actually,
worm
I
should've
might die on that hill, or in that worm.
No,
Lilith,
the
stop
worm
it. You're
you
not
should've
allowed.
planted.
That's not a sentence that goes on in this chat.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're in the chat. They put, "I gotta agree with Drew," and I was like, "No, we don't. That's not a sentence that we ever have."
I mean,
Hey,
I'm gonna say it. I
no.
agree with him in this context.
Yeah.
Too.
Meh, meh, meh.
Like an island, I know what the island is. You guys now know what the island is. Was it probably stupid? Yeah, but at the very least, you didn't know that the island
But
could
it
move
wasn't
very
a
quickly on your
purple
own. On its
worm.
own. That was a purple worm. That was just straight up a purple fucking worm.
Back on
Man.
the
Anyways.
beast.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Koenig beast.
The rest of the day passes relatively uneventfully.
All right, guys, don't roll a 3.
Well,
Don't let Varen roll.
Listen,
So,
if I
as
have
a
to roll
knight-
again, I will roll.
as the night descends, the hammock is once again set up in the tree. You guys set up your dome, and you guys get a possibly semi-fretful night's sleep. You wake up the next morning, and as he's getting done finishing his workout, he looks at all of you and he goes, "Well, thanks to the
As I wake up, by the way, I have monumental pain from working out and am right now struggling to walk. As I'm like, why does my body hurt? I was told this would make me better.
No, see, Kairos, that's why you don't need to. You just tone it down. Do like half of what he does, and you'll be right as rain.
He looks out at all of you and just goes, "Okay, thanks to our little delay yesterday, we weren't able to make it in 2 days, but we should be coming up on it within an hour. It is in a very thick part of the forest. The floor will be coated in pine leaves during this time of year. We call it the Bone Barrens because there tend to be a lot of deer and other type of things that die beneath the trees here, as it used to be a favorite hunting spot of Manticore before a wyvern got hungry. So, keep a close eye out. I understand that, yes, we are looking for a bear the size of... Well, I don't know, much larger than any bear I've ever seen. But, from what I've been told, they are still somehow hard to spot. So be keeping a sharp eye out, huh?
Yeah, so I'm gonna send my bird out to scout ahead then.
Okay.
Rogue.
And with that, because of work stuff, I think we're gonna have to call it for the day.
Okay.
okay.
Alrighty.
So, did everybody have fun?
Oh
Yes.
Yeah.
always.
Where do I put this? Over here. Yeah.
Also, well, I'll wait till you stop the recording.
Oh yeah, we got a while till we stop recording. Traveler,
Yes.
a purple worm?
A friend.
Yeah.
Friendly worm.
That's not a friend. That's not even friend shaped.
I told you it needed a hug.
Yeah.
was prepared to hug
yeah,
it.
with its
It just wanted to give you a kiss.
There is
Those are
nothing
the
better
best
than a
kinds of
mouth
hug.
hug.
What will kiss?
Have
be
you ever
fair.
had a mouth hug, Drew? They're amazing.
This isn't a stream conversation about mouth hugs.
Not for this website,
Not
anyway.
for this website. Not for this website.
Check us out on onlytoes.com.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
What? Why are you incredulous about the purple worm? We didn't even fight it. It's fine. No problem.
Yeah,
We
we gotta
almost
look at
did.
it. It is now in our Pokedex.
Well,
Yeah.
keep in mind, we wouldn't have fought it as much as it would have eaten us.
It would have eaten
Party would have
someone.
been
It would have
engaged.
eaten
We certainly
Stormy.
would have tried to fight
I would have
it.
like acted like Sonic the Hedgehog and just spun around inside of it with all my spikes.
Well,
and
you
tried
know
to
what's
dig
crazy? So here's
Really
what would have
cool.
happened. It would have eaten Stormy, and then it would have gone down, and then we would have had like, I don't know, 30 rounds to shoot at it as it was leaving, as it's going burrowing deeper. Because he said minutes, so at least 2
Yeah, but
minutes.
that was not it hustling. That was it just kind of moving.
Yeah.
That pretty easily could have been shortened down.
Yeah. Still. Oh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna
mean,
do?
At a certain point,
Hold on,
it
what's this
ignores
3R?
some damage, but if we poke it enough, it'd probably be like, all right, I'm tired of you. I'm gonna turn around and fight you now.
Yeah,
So-
probably.
Us,
Of which
more
I'm not
accurately.
interested in. I know a little about me. Drew knows little what Purple Worm do, and Purple Worm do thing I don't like. A lot of
Oh,
things I
it's
don't
only
like.
a challenge rating 15.
Only.
Fine.
Only.
Only.
CR.
Yeah, we
It
can
only
take
has 247 health.
It's
Not
when you're-
Every
exact-
level of exhaustions
Yeah.
can't fix.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
Mm.
you get 3 levels of
okay.
exhaustion.
That's
in it,
true.
easy. Yeah.
Yeah, that is the bookworm, not the traveler worm in the mountains filled with dragons. I have an odd feeling that the worm that we may have encountered there would be a little bit different of a stat line.
But is it immune to exhaustion? Is the question.
It's like force
Oh,
damage,
but it
but
has-
better.
Very.
That's why
no,
I had
but
my whip out for the extra
has-
D4.
it has a plus 11 to its con save.
Yeah.
That's why I had the
It
whip.
has
I
to
was going to
roll
give it a
less than
plus
4.
I'd have to roll less than a 4.
And it probably has legendary resistances.
Weirdly enough, normal purple worms don't.
No,
They don't even have
I
legendary
stand by
actions.
what I said.
think.
This
Normal
one probably
purple.
has
Normal,
legendary
yeah.
resistances.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm
It
not.
doesn't matter.
Traveler.
We didn't fight it, and it's gone now.
Yeah,
Traveler,
out of sight,
did
out of
you
mind.
have fun? Did you have
Oh, I
fun
had a-
giving us all heart attacks?
Well, I had a great time. So, originally, I'll just spill the beans because this is probably the last time,
Not
at
the
least in a
beans.
while, at least in a while, that we'll use this table. That I'll use this table. My plan was, I was like, okay, natural 1, it shows up, and if it eats one of them, it eats one of them, whatever. On a 2 through 4, it shows up, but it's like a little ways in the distance, so it's just a little scare. 5 through 6, or 6 through 10, it's literally like just some other sort of threat that shows up. Anything else, they're fine. It just, nothing happens. It's a normal day. 0 to 3, so I'm like, alright, cool. My plan was to have like half a mile away, you guys notice some deer, and then the deers get swallowed by a massive purple blob. But then somebody rolled a natural 1 to hop off of a dragon.
Who did that?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I don't know.
Wonder.
I'll have to go back and watch the VOD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair.
Or I'll watch the rerun tomorrow.
Wonder who that
Yep,
is.
watch the rerun tomorrow at noon.
Wait, you rolled a natural 1 with advantage?
No.
Disadvantage.
It's a
Wait,
disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage. Okay.
To be fair, it was a 2 on my other dice. So either way, I was screwed.
Yeah, but 2 turns into a 17.
Pass that a trace was on, yeah.
Yeah, pass
Yeah.
that a trace plus the +6 and the -1 that you will have naturally.
The only way that fails is a natural 1.
Yes.
So that's a
yeah.
1 in 20 with a 3 in 20?
Okay, nerd.
I don't know, bro.
What?
That's what do you
That's-
think? What do you think? This is a fucking math game? Huh?
Okay, Rain Man.
Don't worry, I'm in Path of Exiles mode. I'm getting
Dweeb.
spreadsheets out.
Don't spread your sheets
Bro, if I was
on
gonna
here.
play with Excel sheets, I'd be playing Warhammer right now.
You are.
Huh?
Cuts to him, like on the table next to him is just a whole
Yeah.
army.
Directly
Listen,
to the right
it's
of him.
not on my table. It's on the shelf
the floor.
behind me.
Yeah, I have a whole bookshelf and it still is. It's not enough. I also have a box
it's
and
never
a.
enough.
Fair.
I
and a
have-
display
Parts.
So little Warhammer stuff that it's non-existent.
Well, that's
It's-
The best,
that's
the best part
That
about
is the best financial decision you've probably ever made.
yeah.
True, true. But the best part about being a Warhammer fan and playing it is you can set those minis up on a shelf and it looks pretty badass. Like,
Are you speaking
That's-
from experience?
Yeah.
Or...
If, they're,
no.
if that is
Yeah,
assuming,
there you go.
That's
you are
assuming
assuming
paint
they're
well.
painted.
He's
Yes.
saying all of his
Just
friends have really cool
assuming
stuff.
they're
He just
painted.
admires it from a distance.
Yeah.
With money.
Yeah, with money, yes. I have not got into Watsy's various other crack addiction-like hobbies.
This one's not Wizards, but they're just as bad.
Yeah, Games Workshop
Is it
is just
Wizards?
not bad. No, it's
Oh,
Games
oh,
Workshop.
Games Workshop.
To be
Oh,
fair,
so you
they
rolled
were
someone else to take him while you were.
Yes.
the GW gods were especially gratuitous. We are getting free detachments for every which is it's kind of like sub abilities as opposed to their main ability. we're getting a free one for every army for Christmas, which is sweet. Because they haven't released codexes for any army that I play, so I'm just playing with the same detachment every single time, and it's like, damn, man.
Yeah. When
Like,
I wake up before I go to work, I check that GW community site just for the hope that I see the words Tau for the.
No, tomorrow, because they keep doing for Grotmas,
Yeah.
they keep doing they're telling us what comes next. Today
Yeah,
was
no.
the Thousand Suns, which is
Yep.
interesting. Tomorrow, I think it said was the it was another
Grey
chaos one.
Grey Watch already happened.
Wait, the gray what?
I mean, Grey Knights, excuse me.
No, I am praying for the day Grey Knights happen. Grey Knights are my boys. It's not Grey Knights aren't tomorrow. It was I want to say it was a chaos faction.
Regardless,
I'm gonna
we're
go-
playing
We
D.
No,
could
no, no,
probably talk about
Astra Militaro.
this off stream.
We
All
can,
right.
yeah.
Yep.
All
Thank you
right.
everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Catch us tomorrow at noon Eastern for the rerun, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.
Maybe.
Bye.
Bye.